Now on to a serious disorder that affects about 5% of Americans, hoarding.
And licensed professional counselor Heather Murphy is here to provide insight on hoarding. First of all, what exactly is hoarding?
So in order to be classified as a hoarder, you have to have three qualities. One is that you can't stop yourself from collecting stuff, and it can be anything, household goods such as paper, newspaper, boxes, food, and then you get into the more rare cases like animal hoarding or human waste hoarding as well.
That's
no, it's not very good at all.
I'm going to say that's the gross factor right there.
It is the gross factor,
Well, and
yes.
we've all seen the show Hoarders
Yes.
on TLC. We're seeing some images from that right now. I mean, some of these homes, I've got to say, honestly, it's jaw-dropping to see how people live, and the fact that this affects so many Americans. 5% of Americans, that's more than 10 million people.
It's not just 5% of Americans, it's 5% of the whole world. So we actually think that our statistics tell us that 1 in 50 people have hoarding disorder, but actually we think it's more of 1 in 20. So if you think about that, 1 in 20 is not, it's much more common than what you would think it is.
If you're sitting at home, you were going to give yourself that check going, okay, wait a minute, I have this pile of newspapers, I have this pile of mail.
Right.
You know, how do I know when I'm crossing over into that hoarding phase?
Exactly. So the second part of it is that it really gets in the way of how you use your intended spaces. So stuff starts to clutter up, it starts to build up. You might have to start using it on your bed, storing it on your bed. Then you can't sleep in your bed anymore. You might be on the floor or in a chair, and it really starts to affect the quality of your life, especially when it starts to build up into the kitchen. We think it's so simple, go in the kitchen, cook, but if your counters are full, if your stove is taken over, if your refrigerator is overflowing with food, then you're not going to be able to do that. And the more detrimental part of it is it gets in the way of their day-to-day activities even more severely than that. People don't invite families, loved ones, repairmen into their homes, so their homes will end up going into disrepair, and they won't let anybody come in and fix it.
But how do you help? I mean, someone who's just gone through this with a family member, and I wish I would have known a long time ago. You know, you're looking for those initial signs. How do you step up and help someone?
Right. So it is really difficult to look for those initial signs because it takes years. It takes a lifetime to let the stuff accumulate, to get the clutter. So somebody could be a hoarder in their teenage years, but because they haven't had the time to collect, you don't notice it. It goes untreated. So you definitely need to work with a counselor, a therapist. Many people also use help of coaches or personal organizers. You don't want to go in and just do a complete clean out though, because then you're not getting to the root cause of the problem. You're just addressing the symptom. So you can clean out, but then it's just likely to build up again.
And Heather, I know that there are a lot of kids that maybe are faced with parents who are hoarders, and I've heard stories of, you know, the parents get sent on vacation, the kids go into their home and clean everything out while they're away, but that can actually cause major trauma to a hoarder, right?
Absolutely. So sometimes it is necessary to clean out this stuff, especially if you are facing something like an eviction or anything like that, because it does cause major legal problems as well. So sometimes you have to clean it out. You want to do that with empathy, with love, with gentle directiveness, rather than just going in and taking everything out, because like you said, that is traumatic for them.
But we've seen on these shows though, again, because hoarding is such an extreme problem, if someone has 100 tons of extra stuff just piled throughout their house, is this really something that can be tackled little by little?
It is a process. It takes years for all of that to accumulate. So even though it would be really nice to snap our fingers and say this isn't an issue anymore, let's just bring in the dumpsters and get rid of it, it is a process to recover from it. Relapse is likely. It's not you're going to get clean out and then never have this issue again. You're going to have to revisit it the same way that you would continue to tune up your car. You don't take your car to the shop and say, okay, I'm done with this. You take it in every once in a while, or at least for an oil change or a tune-up or whatever, to check the tires. And the same thing is with hoarding disorder. The other really important part is to create a supportive community. So there are some really great clinicians, there are some really great resources for people who have this problem here in the Houston community. There is a free support group that meets once a month at South Main Baptist Church in their Welcome Center. It's free for all, for people who are suffering from this, but also from loved ones, because it does affect the whole family.
So how do you tell the difference of somebody who just collects a certain item or somebody who truly is hoarding?
Yeah. So a big part of it is if they're able to get rid of stuff. I like to hold on to things. I might be able to use it in the future. Some people may agree with that, some people may not, but I'm able to get rid of it at some point. For people who have hoarding disorder, they don't see that this has little value. If you have a broken plate, we toss it and don't think anything else about it. But for somebody who does hoard, they hold on to it and they think, oh, I can turn this into something else. And so they experience a great amount of fear and anger whenever they try to get rid of it. We don't feel angry or fearful when we get rid of stuff. There may be like, oh, I don't want to get rid of this,
so
but that's
it's like an unnatural attachment to objects.
Yes.
Wow.
I don't want to say unnatural because attachment is natural, but it's
yeah.
just kind of taken to an extreme.
But it is, I mean, taken to an extreme. We just saw this list that people would hoard rotten food,
Right.
think garbage, or even animals,
Yes.
which is so sad.
And like I said, that is more rare, but those are the cases that are more concerning. Or I won't say more concerning, but they are very concerning because they have such detrimental health effects. The people who hoard animals, they think they're helping the animals, but really they're hurting the animals, and oftentimes they can't be rehomed or saved.
Well, Heather Murphy, thank you so
so
much.
much.
And if you or someone you know suffers from compulsive hoarding, help is available, as Heather mentioned, through support groups here in Houston.
Yeah, she was talking about the group that meets every third Wednesday of the month at South Main Baptist Church. It is free to attend, and as Heather said, it is good for if you are hoarding or if you're a family member of someone who is hoarding.